Hey everyone, my name is Sufyan, and it's my first video on YouTube. I'm excited to share that I've just uploaded my very first video to this channel. Starting this journey is a big step for me, and I'm grateful for all of your support. Creating content and sharing it with you all is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I can't wait to see where this takes us. Your support means the world to me, so please like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow this channel. Let's embark on this adventure together. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. The Empty House on Wisteria Lane. I divided this horror story into 4 chapters. Are you ready? Let's start. Chapter 1. The Empty House. Once upon a time, nestled on the outskirts of a small town, stood a house. This house, with its weathered exterior and boarded-up windows, had long been abandoned by its previous owners. Locals whispered tales of mysterious occurrences that took place within its walls, shrouding it in an aura of fear and intrigue. Among the townsfolk, it was known simply as the House on Wisteria Lane. Despite its eerie reputation, the house remained an object of fascination for the children of the town. They dared each other to approach its creaking front porch and peer through the dusty windows, but none had ever ventured inside. That is, until one fateful day when a young girl named Emily found herself standing before its imposing facade. Emily was an only child, accustomed to spending her days exploring the woods that border at the town. With her parents away on a business trip, she found herself yearning for adventure. And so, fueled by curiosity and a touch of bravado, she decided to investigate the mysterious house on Wisteria Lane. Pushing open the rusty gate that guarded the overgrown path to the front door, Emily stepped cautiously onto the porch. The wood groaned beneath her feet, echoing through the stillness of the afternoon. She hesitated for a moment, her heart pounding in her chest, before reaching out to turn the tarnished doorknob. With a creak of protest, the door swung open, revealing a dimly lit interior shrouded in shadows. Emily took a deep breath and stepped across the threshold, her eyes adjusting to the gloom. The air was thick with dust, and she wrinkled her nose at the musty smell that permeated the house. As Emily explored the deserted rooms, she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Shadows danced along the walls, playing tricks on her mind as she wandered deeper into the labyrinthine corridors. It was as if the house itself was alive, its ancient timbers whispering secrets long forgotten. Chapter 2. The Ghostly Presence. As Emily made her way through the house, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was not alone. Strange noises echoed through the empty halls, and she found herself glancing nervously over her shoulder at every sound. But try as she might, she saw no one. Suddenly, a chill ran down Emily's spine as she heard the unmistakable sound of footsteps echoing from somewhere above her. Her heart hammering in her chest, she crept up the staircase, each step groaning beneath her weight. At the top of the stairs, she paused, listening intently for any sign of movement. That's when she saw it, a flicker of movement at the end of the hallway. With a pounding heart, Emily followed the ghostly apparition as it glided silently through the darkness. It seemed to beckon her forward, leading her deeper into the heart of the house. As Emily rounded the corner, she gasped in horror at what she saw. Standing before her was a figure cloaked in shadow, its features obscured by the gloom. It turned to face her with empty eyes that seemed to pierce straight through her soul. Terrified, Emily stumbled backward, her footsteps echoing through the silent house. But no matter how fast she ran, she couldn't escape the feeling of being pursued by some unseen force. It was as if the very walls themselves were closing in around her, trapping her in a nightmare from which she could not wake. Chapter 3. The Haunting Truth. With a sense of dread, Emily realized that she had stumbled upon something far more sinister than she could have ever imagined. The house on Wisteria Lane was not just abandoned. It was haunted by the restless spirits of those who had met untimely ends within its walls. As Emily delved deeper into the house's dark history, she uncovered a tale of tragedy and betrayal that had plagued the town for generations. It seemed that the house had been cursed by a vengeful spirit, doomed to claim the souls of any who dared to enter its domain. Determined to break the curse and free the trapped spirits, Emily embarked on a quest to uncover the truth behind the house on Wisteria Lane. With each new revelation, she drew closer to unraveling the mystery that had haunted the town for so long. But as she delved deeper into the darkness, Emily began to realize that the true horror lay not in the secrets of the house, but in the depths of her own soul. For in confronting the ghosts of the past, she was forced to confront her own fears and insecurities, and the darkness that lurked within her own heart. Chapter 4. Confronting the Darkness. Armed with newfound courage, Emily confronted the malevolent spirit that had haunted the house for so long. With a steely determination, she faced the ghostly apparition head-on, refusing to be cowed by its terrifying presence. As the two locked eyes, Emily felt a surge of power coursing through her veins. She reached out with trembling hands, grasping at the threads of the past, and unraveling the dark secrets that had bound the spirit to the house for so long. With a final, anguished wail, the spirit dissolved into the ether, leaving behind nothing but a sense of peace and closure. The curse that had plagued the house on Wisteria Lane for generations was finally broken, and the souls of the departed were free to move on to the afterlife. As Emily stepped out into the fading light of the setting sun, she felt a sense of accomplishment wash over her. Though the horrors of the house on Wisteria Lane would forever linger in her memory, she knew that she had faced her fears and emerged victorious. And as she made her way back to the safety of her own home, Emily knew that she would never forget the lessons she had learned in that haunted house. For sometimes the greatest horrors are not those that lurk in the shadows, but those that reside within ourselves.